So good evening, everyone. Firstly, let me bring to you what is happening around the world before we dive into details. 2.01 billion tons of solid waste is generated annually, and 33% of them are actually not well managed in an environmentally safe manner. This has caused a major issue in the environment and a significant impact in human as well. And to stress this, one person in developing countries have actually to pass away in every 30 seconds due to the environmental issue, and look how serious this problem is. In Malaysia itself, 85% of the waste are actually on-site disposal, which means that they are actually dumped in a nearby environment. Even though 80% of them are actually collected, but only 28% of them are actually recycled, and hence the recycling rate in Malaysia is still quite low compared to countries such as Singapore and South Korea in Asia. And hence, this problem has actually compelled me and my team to think what we can do to solve this problem. And let me introduce to you Extrash. Extrash is a recycling digital innovation with the vision of to be the world leading platform to solve global problems. Our mission is to encourage and enable everyone to participate in solving those problems. In Actress, we promise four main features: convenience, awareness, rewards, as well as community. We we aim to provide the best convenience way for you to assist your recycling journey, and at the same time, we are going to also reward you in a very various type of rewards, which will be very intriguing for you. And at the same time, we're also going to raise awareness because we believe that awareness is very important, and hence we are going to provide tutorials for you to how recycle properly. So worry not if you don't understand how to recycle. And last but not least, instead of doing recycling by yourself, why not ask your friend to join and come to our community, and let's find out who is the master of recycling. Interested to recycle with us? Let me explain. Let me explain the steps that you can follow. Firstly, you can take pictures and schedule pickup from your place. Our rider will then arrive at your doorstep, input the data, and verify it. And lastly, you are going to actually get the rewards, and it will be reflected on the app. But however, the journey does not end there, because our worker will take it and actually will send it to our warehouse in order to for verification purpose. And if we ensure that it is recyclable, we'll then deliver it to the companies or the recycling centers that we are working together. Still confused? Let me show you how to use our application.
Welcome to Extrash, where you can turn your extra trash into extra cash. Sending us your recyclables is easy. To get started, just put in your address and hit the Book a Pickup button. Then, select the materials that you want to send to us. Make sure everything's been separated accordingly, but if you're not sure of what material should go where, check the description labels that we have below each button. Once that's done, tap on Next and select the date and time slot for your pickup. We'll also need you to add a photo of all the items that we will be picking up from you. Once all of that is filled in, just click confirm and wait for us to come to you. Once we've collected your recycling, you'll receive points that you can exchange in our reward store for e-wallet credit or for store vouchers. So, what are you waiting for? Start using Extrash today.
Okay, now I hope that you have a better understanding in terms of like how our apps will look look like and work. So let us talk about our target market. So our main target market, we are going to divide into two main categories. Firstly is people who know how to recycle. So in this case, we are going to provide convenience as well as reward in order to encourage them to recycle more properly and increase the frequency. Whereas on the other hand, the other category would be people who require more awareness how to recycle. In this case, we are going to focus on, aside from providing convenience as well as rewards, we are also focusing on awareness for them, which means that we are going to provide tutorials how to recycle properly, which will definitely be helpful if they are the first time users or the first time doing recycling. And moreover, we are going to focus on the age range of 18 to 36 years old due to the nature of business, which is mobile application innovation. And and this idea of digital innovation has been actually backed up by our market research, which whereby according to the market survey that we have conducted with 300 responses, 63% of them are actually recycling, and 37% of them still need awareness or else need more motive to recycle. The 3% of them actually believe that by having pickup services, they will be more encouraged to recycle. And lastly, also 83% of them wish to have cash equivalent rewards in order to encourage them to recycle more. And hence, through this, we are going to provide all of this in our platform. And let me bring to you the competitive analysis in the Malaysian market for now. As you can see now, the two main competitors will be iCycle as well as Trust for Cash. However, from the 5 points that have been mentioned here, which are pickup, recycle awareness, community, purchase and cash credential, as well as mobile application, only Extrash is performing all of those functions, and it is exclusive compared to the other competitors. So moving on to our marketing strategy. So our marketing strategy aims to create recycling and brand awareness in the society. And the three main channels that we are going to use are firstly digital marketing, which mainly focus on social media. And why social media marketing is because that the cost of this is relatively low compared to traditional marketing. And also, social media in this modern era has been a very important part of humans' daily life. And secondly, we are going to focus on influencer marketing. We believe that influencer marketing has a very significant impact in the society nowadays and to their followers as well. And lastly, we are also going to utilize workshop whereby we are going to promote recycling as well as our application for them to ease their recycling journey. And not only to educate people through our application and through our activities, we are also going to use workshop to assist us to shape our community in the future. So as our focus in cycling, I believe you may be wondering how can I actually earn profit, right? So let's welcome Jonathan to show you how.
Okay, so the model that we will be using as our framework to produce income is the transaction revenue model. We will concentrate on two major income streams under the transaction model. The first revenue stream is the transactions with recycling centers or firms. As in this situation, we will supply recyclable materials to the companies and recycling centers, and they will compensate us depending on the quantity that we give. For the second revenue stream, we will get a commission from the recycling firms on the sales of the recycled products. So in this scenario, we'll provide the recyclable materials to the companies or centers, and they will process it into a new product. And from the sales of the new product, we'll get the commission that was agreed upon in the first place. So in terms of our financial projections, our target profit margin is 9.5%, in which it is the gross profit margin, as we'll compare it to our revenue and cost of goods sold. Moving on to our profit and loss estimation, we expect to experience loss from year 1 to year 4 before generating profits at the end of year 5, as we are anticipating that it will continue to develop beyond year 5. So in the future, we want to implement more marketing tactics and promote more recycling awareness. So in terms of the cost structure, this is the cost structure allocation for year 1, where we are aiming for 11.5% for marketing, 28.5% for app development, 17.2% for human resources, as it is equivalent to our workers' wages, 21.4% for rental, and lastly, 21.4% for transportation, as we plan to buy trucks for our logistics. Continue to our business traction and long-term sustainability plan. Firstly, in regards to our traction, to know if we perceive success in terms of our marketing strategies as well as our business strategy, is we're aiming 150% growth in active users each year. As a result of this 150% growth rate, we are foreseeing 75% growth rate of revenue each year, and we are also striving for a 40% recycling rate in Malaysia, in which it is aligned with the government's objective to accomplish this by the end of 2025. So to accommodate more users, we plan to expand our area coverage over the next 3 years with a focus on Selangor and Kuala Lumpur, which are the most populated states in Malaysia. So moving on to our sustainability plan, we believe that we will attain a very high percentage of awareness rate for our users, ranging from 90 to 95%. And therefore, we believe that we will be able to minimize the size of the warehouse as well as the rental. As in terms of the logistics, we want to expand the number of vehicles we own by 75% per year. This implies that we will be purchasing additional trucks every year in order to accommodate more users. And finally, we want to have 3 to 5 partnerships each year, and the partnership will be in terms of CSR or corporate social responsibility from companies. The CSR therefore have 2 forms. The first one is the monetary fund provided by the companies. Secondly, if the firms want to be actively engaged in the recycling activities, they can give the materials from their company to us. And we will also work with resident areas, since we believe that by focusing on resident areas, we'll be able to reach more users for our brand and boost recycling awareness. So let me introduce to you the team who has worked hard to bring Extrash to you. We have William, me, myself, Jonathan, Felicia, Angata, and Julio. So do you think recycling is difficult? Worry not, Extrash is here for you. Thank you, and now the floor is open for questions.